Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night, October 2nd, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. Another exciting Thursday night to talk about all the spectacular things happening in the world of pro wrestling. I'm talking matches, segments, title changes, OMG moments, returning icons, and more. I am your host, Jose Casabona. I am also the host of the #1 show on our channel, The Ravens Flock. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Wrewind, the man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week, Mr. Wanna Rouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the mister.
And like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So be sure to hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs just to keep our lights on. However, there's a way that you can help rescue us from this dim and dismal fate, and that's by doing what you find folks at home have been doing best, what you've been doing all along, which is supporting the Ravens Flock here by liking our content, commenting both during and after the stream, sharing to all your friends, families, loved ones, and anyone who's in your life and may have an affinity for geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, and most important above all, making sure that you're subscribed and hitting the notification bell for all alerts, and do the same for everyone else that you've coerced into following your deranged demands of our deranged demands, which is be deranged enough to follow those Motley Crue nerds, making your voice our mission. And the more you do this, the more subscribers we get. The more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers convert from there, and before you know it, we'll be completely self-sustaining to the point where we're no longer just doing this for the love of the game, but we're also doing it for a living, to actually be able to do this, to work for ourselves and work for you, and actually take this channel to the heights and the evolutions that it so deserves. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first, members only content, a special discounts for our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite Motley Crue nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up in the chat, I saw
Vicente Guerrero's kicking it off.
Yep, he's kicking off in the chat. We got quite a few people ready to talk it up, but pray tell, Jose, what is it exactly that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
All right, so here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. So, on the road heading towards the next Survivor Series, we have already wrapped
War Games!
Thank you. We've already wrapped up an incredible wrestling weekend. NXT No Mercy has come and gone, and so has TNA Victory Road. More on those 2 pay-per-views later.
No!
AEW Dynamite just celebrated its 6th year anniversary since its inception on the TNT and TBS syndication broadcast syndications.
No!
Yay, good for them. 6 years of AEW Dynamite, and that is a historical milestone.
Yes, it is. Now, please, don't go crazy and, lose it on something.
No.
You guys really ought to, chill sometimes.
Well, chill is something that they really don't have. These guys are insane with one crazy thing after another. There's really no time for breaks in between. But we run on the same logic, but not in that sense. See,
for starters, we use logic. That thing that Tony Khan doesn't use.
Exactly, and while we don't run on the energy of AEW Dynamite,
which is the energy of a spazzed out, coked out loser who never gets any.
We do run on energy that is designed for winners, and that is thanks to our partners over at Glitch Energy, the specially formulated smart energy blend for all the geeks and nerds to enjoy. It comes complete with 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 lag, and of course, 0 crash. Make sure that you bookmark glitchenergy.com right there on your web browser and stay up to date for all of their announcements.
Hey, check this out over here. They're showing the loopy fruits in their label here, and it shows you the bundles that you can get everything in. Now, here is one that is interesting. They call this one, oh hey, look at that. I'm just browsing around and I got a 50% off on my first order offer if I just give them my email. I don't care, because they already do that. That's not what's important right now.
But it's important for our viewers.
Yes, you're right about that. Now, check this out. These guys have what's called the Gaming Energy Beginners Pack. Now, you can choose 5, but you get 5 different packets of different flavors to choose from, and you can choose from Maui Punch, Loopy Fruits, Grenades, Nerdies, Smurf Juice, and Skillishu. So you can choose any 5 of those 6, and any combination. Let me see here. Is there a maximum? No, there's no maximum. So yeah, seriously, you can get like just 5 Nerdies, for example. I think I'm going to do that just to make sure that Zayana and Dragonfang can, survive.
That is definitely a good boon for all our viewers out there who want to get them order a sample pack for themselves.
Now get a load of this. The sample pack is already at a low price, only $9.95. However, if Jose likes to say, if you're a broke ass nerd like us, you know the value of $1. And sometimes those couple extra dollars in your life are the difference between having a roof over your head or not having one. And so, thankfully, the folks at Glitch Energy work with you through their Cash App Afterpay program. Right, Jose?
That's right. We're talking 4 interest-free payments of $2 and of the original retail cost, and it's split up bi-weekly. And the best part is that they will not hold your product until you finish off the payments. You're still going to get it in the mail.
And I know you're probably thinking, Juan, Jose, this is literally $9.95. Why in the hell are we going to try and put that on Cash App Afterpay? I could probably spot $10 for this. You probably can't. But you know what? We're looking out for you folks over here because, like we said, we know the value of $1, and we know not everyone can squeeze this stuff out right away. So you want to make sure that you can afford your rent and your electricity and stuff.
Exactly.
So if you time this out right, $2.49 per paycheck, no biggie.
And you know what else?
That's way better.
And you know what else? We've got you covered. Because if you go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order, so don't delay. Go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code, get your glitch now.
And yeah, it's one last thing. The promo code is not exclusively... they're not mutually exclusive from the Cash App Afterpay. You get the discount and you can Afterpay it. So hell yeah, we want you to save money, folks. Come on.
That being said, we want to thank our Glitch Energy for being continuing partners with the Ravens flock. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, you can tell money's on our mind because we're broke. Hey there, Mr. Quake. How's it going? Welcome to Wrestle
Wrewind. One bad thing about the highlight video of Dynamite celebrating 6 years. CM Punk and Britt Baker DMD might have been in the vid for 2 Ooh.
Oh, wow. 2 whole seconds?
Ooh, I didn't even see Ricky Saints.
Really? That's like 120 frames. Are we sure?
Oof.
Not 2 whole seconds?
Wow. I think
a lot of frames, Jose.
Yeah,
you have any idea how much interlacing and compression goes into these things? I know you don't. I'm the tech guy. I'm throwing these words at you.
When it comes to pettiness, damn, AEW has no chill, and they also have no mercy.
You know what else has no mercy? WWE with their NXT brand.
That's right. Let's go ahead and start things off. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, now this year's NXT's No Mercy takes place over in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, folks. That's right, over here on the East Coast.
Keep Storm out of the frame. I don't want her to.
No, you're fine. Over in the southeast coast of the Sunshine State, or America's Wang, if you're a fan of The Simpsons.
It's not just the Simpsons line, Jose. Everyone calls us America's Wang.
Okay, but Homer made it cool.
Did he?
Yes.
Did he really, though?
It's The Simpsons. They are literally a national treasure. Are you going to question their coolness?
Oh my God, you killed the baby Morty. You killed the baby Simpson.
All right. Now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and talk about the main event of this year's NXT No Mercy as Obafemi, the ruler, the conqueror, the bringer of war.
The mountain you cannot climb.
defends the NXT Championship against this rising star, Absolute Ricky Saints.
Yep, the former AEW TNT champion is now making his way to the land of the Giants, and he's got his eyes on the gold.
That's right.
Of the formerly black and gold brand.
Now, following the events after Heatwave, where Obafemi successfully defended his championship against Javon Evans, Ricky Saints set himself up as the next challenger to take the gold. And ever since then, for the past couple of weeks, they've had their back and forth promo battles. Their last promo battle was during a segment of the Grayson Waller effect, where Obafemi downplayed his opponent by focusing too much on Trick Williams and the winner takes all bullshit.
It was like, motherfucker, I'm the one you gotta watch out for. Excuse me? Are you literally little brothering me because you're taller? Miss me with that shit.
That's
sure, Ricky Saints, this absolute charisma cannon here, this wizard of the ring, this master of the mic, surely he could hold his own against the NXT show shit.
We start things off immediately with Obafemi beating the shit out of Ricky Saints, literally grabbing his head and slamming it back to the ground.
Oh my god. So, literally,
there is a reason why they call him the ruler.
Why? Because it's 12 inches? But I'm Tish.
You said it, not me.
But I'm Tish.
That being said, questionable imagery notwithstanding, Obafemi was pretty much also, like, not only was he little brothering him for the past couple of weeks, but in his match, he's pretty much dog walking him in the first couple of minutes, slamming his head repeatedly against the mat while shouting at him to stay down.
Like, you are not worth my time. Stay down. Get away from me.
Exactly.
Obviously, Ricky Saints, he took offense to that.
Clearly, and the onslaught against the absolute Ricky Saints continues. Over here, Obafemi's just grabbing him with one arm, hitting him with a trifecta of single knee backbreakers, one after the other. Shades of the Celtic warrior Sheamus.
Are you fucking serious? This is just disrespectful. This is just rude.
Dude,
stop being rude, Oba.
It's a difference of size and power, Juan. Obafemi is like my height, but he's 315 pounds of pure muscle. Ricky Saints, he's only 200 pounds. That's a whole, 100-plus pound difference between the guys.
Wait, how much is Obafemi again?
315 pounds.
Yeah, so that's a whole Zayana Rose or Dragon Fang.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the girls are roughly between 110, 115.
Together?
Each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay, together.
No, they said they're lucky to be at around 100.
So yeah, still, my point stands. He's a whole Zayana Rose or Dragon Fang heavier than Ricky Saints.
That is true. That being said, despite the powerhouse onslaught by Obafemi, Ricky Saints would not go down. This is the main event, and the revolution is being it's not being televised, but it's live. As you can see here, Ricky Saints was able to make a comeback, sprinkled in a little bit of Undertaker's old school by doing his own Ricky strut on the ropes before knocking the big man down.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I am serious. It's awesome.
Nice. Let me look at the chat real quick. I'm from Nigeria, you idiots. Guys, we know you're from Nigeria. Mr. Quake, we know that. What's that about you idiots about?
Yeah, I didn't.
Wait, or was that was that you just doing that thing of Chris Jericho where they're like, go back to Toronto. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot.
Oh yeah, Y2J reference. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So it was.
We're fine.
Okay.
It's okay. We haven't. It's okay, Juan. We haven't turned away any any of our audiences who haven't come back.
Yeah, that's true. Vicente Guerrero, from looking at YouTube reviews for Dark Side of the Ring, Ludwig Borga had no mercy. The guy had an okay pro boxing record, but he was more of a brawler and shit stiff wrestler. Oh no.
I'll have to check that out. Ludwig Borga.
Yeah, Ludwig Borga.
Because to be honest with you, I've been binge watching a few old episodes of Dark Side of the Ring. One of them I did like recently was the whole take of hardcore legend Atsushi Onita and his promotion FMW.
Fuck my wrestling? What?
No, full martial arts pro wrestling. and it was the birth of like hardcore deathmatch wrestling in Japan that also gave rise to ECW.
You're kidding.
It's pretty cool. We'll talk about it later. But
that's the genealogy of it all. That's nice.
Yeah.
Continuing with this match.
Yes, please. Yeah, no. Ricky Saints, of course, keeping up with the momentum, continues to rely on his quick agility and a few high flying maneuvers to compensate against the power of the NXT champion. Like,
okay, pretty standard step up in Zaguri.
Yes,
here, by the Absolute One.
And the one thing that no one will ever question about Ricky Saints is his resiliency.
His resilience.
My bad. Resiliency is a word.
No, it isn't.
You sure about that?
100%.
Okay, fine, whatever. So, Ricky Saints, of course, did hit an exclamation mark on Obafemi by hitting him with a spear in the middle of the ring, nice. But Obafemi was able to kick out after 2.
Like it's not just the speed of a spear that can disorient you, but you also have to account for the amount of power from the body coming at you at full breakneck speed like that. That is that's why this spear was able to stun Obafemi, but not knock him out completely.
There are a few wrestlers that can actually do the spear correctly, and there are some that don't quite get it right, aka Big Show and Batista. Sorry, guys, just maybe don't do the spear. Well,
okay.
Actually, they
Neither
can't.
of them do the spear anymore.
Okay, good. Like, if you can't do a spear right, don't do it at all.
It's okay. Neither Dave Bautista nor Paul White are doing spears anymore.
Good. Maybe the Young Bucks should stop doing spears.
They should stop doing everything. They should stop doing breathing. They should stop doing occupying physical space while perceiving linear time.
So both Obafemi and Ricky Saints continue their match, and they're brawling over.
Dead, okay.
And they're brawling over against one of the top turnbuckles. Obafemi was laying in a couple of punches, but then Ricky Saints grabbed Obafemi from the top turnbuckle and hit him in the mat with a devastating power bomb. But that's still not enough to keep the champ down.
What?
Hang on a minute. Vicente Guerrero said, if Ricky Saints is a young Rock ripoff, he should feud with Eli Drake. Forgot his current name. Since Eli once said he started out in backyard wrestling with the Stone Cold nickname.
Eli Drake. You mean L.A. Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Stone Cold Eli Drake.
Actually, you know what? They would be a good tag team. Ricky Saints and L.A. Knight. I could see it happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so now, unfortunately, that was only due to an opportune moment. See, Ricky Saints, despite being an awesome wrestler, he doesn't exactly have the strength to lift him for the Rochambeau. Over here on the announce desk, Obafemi was going to lay him out with a powerbomb, but Ricky Saints was able to counter it and plant Obafemi with the DDT, but the announce table did not break.
What? You'd think that with how much heavier Obafemi is compared to Ricky Saints, that would still have been enough force and weight to collapse the table. But I guess I am the announce table.
I am the announce table. Je suis le table. Actually, I don't know what this had to say to you.
No, not tableau. It's not tableau.
No, tableau is something else.
Yeah, tableau is painting. Or
yeah.
Something.
Yep, tableau is painting. Table in French.
Yeah, no, fucking...
Je suis le...
Oh, it is tableau.
Oh, well, shit. Je suis le tableau. There we go.
Je suis le tableau.
No, don't ruin it by adding that. Come on. No.
Je suis le table dons.
Fine, whatever. But... Now, despite the table not breaking, more material for Botchamania, by the way, Ricky Saint decided, you know what? I can't hit him with the Rochambeau, so guess what? I'm not going to do one DDT. I'm going to do more DDTs for this big bitch to stay down. So he hits a Tornado DDT at ringside, but he doesn't stop there. Both men go back into the ring. Obafemi then gets back on his feet. He sets things up for the Fall from Grace powerbomb. Ricky Saints kicks out after 2. And then Ricky Saints was able to outsmart Obafemi once again, hitting him with another Tornado DDT in the ring to pin and win. And look at this man. The spotlight is on him. He's got the gold. The revolution is happening. Your winner and new NXT champion, Absolute Ricky Saints.
Unbelievable. I was not expecting that. Holy shit. Very cool. Okay, this is new. This is interesting. This is good. I am down with this. Let's see. Now, all right, we're giving Ricky Saints the football. Let's see him run with it. We gave him the ball. Let's see him do his stuff. Obafemi should have been in the NFL, says Ulysses Fartknocker. Says Mr. Quick. Ulysses Fartknocker was saying, this is what Captain America's shield should have been made out of. The table that didn't break.
I mean, Steve would have stood a chance against Thanos, just saying.
He did stand a chance against Thanos. He held up. The only reason why there was a problem with it is because Thanos kept chopping at the same spot. Eventually, the laws of physics do give way to that.
Yeah.
I don't care how vibranium or I am the table-y the shield gets.
He reduced the shield into a half-eaten pizza.
That.
But that being said, bravo to Ricky Saints. This is definitely going to help him. He's definitely the top guy now of the NXT brand. And as for Obafemi, he did an excellent job as a defending champion, pushing back against all comers, against Trick Williams, against Josh Briggs, against Javon Evans. He even against Moose in that one time that Moose challenged him for the title. So he did amazing. And honestly, I want him to be called up to either Raw or SmackDown now, because that dude is ready.
I would say yes, but let's give him the time to build up a little more over here in NXT first before he shows up in one of the big shows over here.
Okay.
So
all right,
let's give it some time.
All right. Well then. Now that we're done talking about No Mercy, let's go ahead and shift gears over to the fallout of NXT. We return back over to the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, and we kick things off with, of course, opening the show with an in-ring promo segment from the newly crowned champion, Absolute Ricky Saints.
Yay.
The fans are all chanting for Ricky, and they're also throwing out chants saying, "You deserve it." Yep.
Yay.
The fans.
Good on 'em.
The fans love him. Ricky Saints, of course, got on the mic and he put himself over and his main event match against Obafemi at No Mercy, and it was a pretty good babyface promo. He talked about how in the beginning he said that the revolution will be televised, and now he said that the revolution is here.
Yay! The things that he said.
Yeah,
they are things, and they are words that say things. I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is an excellent promo, very well done. I'm glad that's what's happening over here. I am down with this so far.
But unfortunately, we can't celebrate for too long because we got other things we need to focus on. So Ricky Saints was interrupted by the still reigning NXT Women's Champion, the leader of, well, whatever's left of Fatal Influence at this point, JC Jane.
You mean the tag team of the Fatal Influence now? Okay, great.
Yeah.
What the hell is JC Jane doing here?
So JC Jane got on the mic and she told Ricky Saints, she gave Ricky Saints the flowers for winning, but she told him that they need to focus up because they got bigger problems. And of course, she wasted no time in addressing that the big problem is the TNA wrestlers entering their turf.
Yep, the incoming TNA invasion.
Yep.
Oh, wait. We're not allowed to call it an invasion, are we?
We'll get to that in just a bit. But then
yes,
JC Jane was interrupted by the NXT general manager, the final...
Ava.
It's Ava.
Hi,
final...
Ava.
Ava, yes.
Thank you for having a heart. Thank you.
Did you say having a hard?
A heart.
Oh, a heart.
No, Joseph, the fucking thing that she was over here.
Oh, yeah. Fair. Okay, so Ava went down to the ring and
she said, fuck you for that, basically.
Okay, fair. So Ava walked down to the ring, and yes, she addressed the ongoing conflict between WWE and between NXT and TNA, and she has decided that there should be a Survivor Series match happening next week for Team NXT versus Team TNA, and she's already picked her captains for two separate teams. The captain for the men's team will be Ricky Saints, and the captain for the women's team will be JC Jane. And this brought out TNA Director of Authority Santino Marella.
Oh shit.
Santino Marella said that he agrees to those terms, and for the men's team, the main captain's going to be Mike Santana, and for the women's team, it's going to be the newly crowned TNA Knockouts champion, NXT's own Kalani Jordan. That's right. Look at Kalani. My goodness, check out her outfit. Look at that coat. It's so nice and red. Perfect for the occasion.
Okay, one thing. Yeah, because she's a turncoat.
I don't know.
She got the fucking the other people's the other company's fucking women's title. How
Hey,
dare you?
if the coat fits.
No, that coat does fit. I mean, goddamn. Seriously.
But go on, Juan. You were going to say something else.
No, I was gonna say here, like, okay, Mike Santana has been on fucking fire. So yeah, I got no issues with him being team captain. But Kalani Jordan? Really? Is it because she's the Knockouts champion, or is there another reason? Like, you would think that you would want a homegrown TNA star to be your captain on your teams.
No. That's exactly the way. Well, here's the thing. Originally,
it's not a TNA star though. She's an NXT star.
Well, here's the thing. That's exactly why he picked her, because she's a TNA Knockouts champion. And Santino did not pick Trick Williams, the TNA World Champion, because he doesn't trust a man whose first name is Tricky. Would you?
Very funny.
I mean, who names their son Trick? Come on.
Well, there's the rabbit with the cereal. Ava is more like, please call me the final boss's daughter, saying Vicente Guerrero. No, Ava, please, just no. I'm standing by her in terms of what she said about all the hysteria on Twitter, so I'm good with that. But like, Ava, just why?
Now, Santina then, of course, continued on, adding that this is technically not an invasion because NXT and TNA have been working together for some time. He then refers to it as a showdown between TNA and NXT, because we don't want to ruffle any jimmies over on the other over in Israel.
God knows, apparently that's a fucking problem we gotta deal with. I'm sorry.
I guess not everybody saw the WWE product in 2001.
Like, hey, no, Israel had plenty of other issues over there besides pro wrestling. I'm legitimately just like perturbed. They really fucking okay, number one, it's clever how they managed to work in the fact that they're calling it a showdown instead of invasion. So, like, with how Santino explained it. So, okay, logical, I understand, and he is correct in that, and that's not an issue. The issue is the fact that it has to be fucking done in the first place. Hey, a little piece of advice, but, like, as fucking Kyle's mom from South Park fucking chewed out Netanyahu at the end of last week's episode, I'm gonna say the same shit over here. Listen, motherfuckers, in fucking Israel, if you don't want people to look at you in a derogatory fashion whenever anyone thinks of an invasion, maybe, and here's a crazy ass idea, don't go invading people, asshole. Let the fucking humanitarian boats get through.
Exactly.
Fucking hell, let Greta Thunberg go. Fuck. He sent it in the chat.
Yeah, that's
got suspended weeks ago over her online Charlie Kirk comments. No, I did not read them, but she was one of the people trash talking Charlie Kirk after the assassination. Let me clarify that.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was actually like she didn't say anything specific about Charlie Kirk himself. It was more. Let me actually find out.
Yeah, no, her comment was more innocuous, right?
Yeah, it was much more neutral than what was going on with other people over here. It's not like she went out of her way, fucking like with not even Jimmy Kimmel style over here. Let me fucking find it. Ava's fucking thing was a thing. It was so simple, innocuous, and shit. I hope she didn't delete it. Let me see, August. So...
It's very likely she probably did. I mean, come on, like, likely WWE must have sent down the order, like, hey, take that tweet down. We don't want to.
I've read a lot of insane stuff about myself on this app, but I feel like this one's. Hang on, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, so it's there.
Okay, so it says over here, if you want people to have kind words when you pass, you should say kind words when you're alive. That's her quote tweeting someone else at Gianmarco. Marco Soresi. That was his words about it, saying if you want people to have kind words when you pass, you should say kind words when you're alive. and she quote tweeted that saying, "And I'll stand behind this. Be kind now more than ever." How controversial is that? How like bashing Charlie Kirk is that?
It's not. It's completely innocuous.
Like, it's got nothing. Like, if Charlie Kirk hadn't been fucking dying at that time, and if she tweeted that, no one would have batted an eye because it's that fucking, like, neutral. Like, hey, if you want to be celebrated when you're dead, make sure you do things that are worth being celebratory when you're alive, kind of thing.
Precisely. Now, let's go ahead and move on because we've got much more to talk about for NXT. Let's get away from that nonsense, because let's go ahead and talk about the exciting match of the night. And this one was really actually, you can skip that one.
No, I wanted to show them.
No, that was the Santino announcing that it's a showdown, not an invasion.
Okay, yeah, that's just what that was about. But yeah, still.
You can skip that. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the exciting match, and it is a tag match, playa. That's right, and this is an incredible tag match. It is the team of Javon Evans and the TNA X Division champion Leon Slater versus The Culling, represented by Sean Spears, the Perfect 10, and Nico Vance, accompanied by Izzy Dame and everyone's favorite goth girl, goth psycho Tatum Paxley.
Yeah, our favorite Teehee brunette. God damn it. They should not have gotten rid of Gigi Dolan and fucking Shotzi.
I know.
Chemical X forever, man. Motherfuckers. Okay, tell me about this match.
All right, so this is fucking awesome. You've got two incredible dynamic high flyers, young, haven't even reached their prime yet, and they're squaring up against these two mooks over in NXT. You see Sean Spears getting dealt a lot of punishment here by Leon Slater, getting hit with a devastating dropkick, but that's just a taste. That's just a taste of Leon Slater's TNA offense.
Very nice. Well, this is what you come to expect of someone who claims the X Division championship. I know the whole gimmick is like, oh, it's not about weight limits, it's about no limits. It's like, okay, that's a really fucking weird way to say we have no gimmick for this gimmick division belt. But yeah, cool though. But the point is, everyone that I've seen hold the X Division championship had one characteristic in common. Every single one of these guys. You know what that is?
What's that?
Tenacity. They, like, every one of them who holds the X Division championship, they fight like there's no tomorrow in the ring, and they defend the X Division championship like there's no tomorrow in the ring. So Leon Slater, being the current X Division champion, even though he's not defending the title, he is fighting as if he were. So hell yeah, that's what you come to expect, and I'm glad that the NXT crowd are getting to see the magic of TNA's X Division champion.
Exactly. Now, there was a moment during this match where where Sean Spears was distracted by Tatum Paxley playing with her new doll that Lyra Valkyria gifted her. We'll get to that in a bit. But no, like, Tatum Paxley was distracted by a new doll that she was gifted by Lyra Valkyria last week on NXT.
Wasn't it a Lyra Valkyria dolly?
Yes,
like
it was.
Barbie?
Yes, and Izzy Dame took it away and be like, no!
No, we're not gonna deal with that. And
she pretty much big mama heard and mama bared her and told her to go to her room, aka leave the ringside.
But my friend, she gave me a thing.
No, Tatum Paxley's on. Nope, Tatum Paxley's on timeout. No dolls allowed.
No, that is not very teehee of her. But apparently, all this was causing enough of a distraction here.
Yep, enough of a distraction for the good guys to continue their momentum against the Culling.
Like seriously, Nico Vance, like, what the hell are you girls babbling about? We got a match going on here. Oh shit.
Exactly. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing to happen, but whatever. Weird is to be expected with Tatum Paxley.
True. That is very true.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. And it's far from the craziest things that she has done so far.
No, yeah, she's got a lot to deal with. But it's good to see that the culling are picking up after themselves here.
Yes, the culling were able to fire back against Javon Evans, working as a unit, hitting him with a double team suplex. Eventually, Javon Evans was able to fight back against the 2-on-1 onslaught, tagging in Leon Slater, and Leon Slater and both Javon Evans cleaned house with their high flying moves. And then Leon Slater got a chance to show off by running and jumping over the top turnbuckle to hit an incredible diving tope outside, hitting the culling. And the match finishes off with Leon Slater going to the top rope and hitting a Swanton 450 on Nico Vance to pin and win for his team. Your winners, Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Holy crap, what a dynamic duo.
Very nice. I dig it. I like this is how it's supposed to go.
Lots of high-flying shit.
Culling, get your shit straight. Especially considering you've got one of your girls bullying the other.
Exactly. Ha! And Mr. Quake said TNA division and knockouts has heart and soul of TNA. TNA X division's going back to its roots. Tatum Paxley, crazy chick versus AJ Lee. No, I would like to see Tatum Paxley versus Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they'll be.
Oh shit! Make them a fucking tag team, and then we'll get something.
Oh boy.
Oh man! But no, that was my pick of the best match of the night because the awesome tag team, despite never tagging ever in their lives, they really gelled well together against the culling. They worked really well, and it's amazing. And they're two really young athletes who are catching fire right now.
Yay! Yeah, this was a fun match.
Exactly. Now let's go ahead and move things up and talk about the exciting segment of the night. And we get an in-ring promo segment from your still reigning and defending Canadian North American champion, All Ego, Ethan Page.
Wrong figure, Jose.
Well, I'm holding the mic on my... Fine. All Ego, Ethan Page.
There you go.
All right.
See, that's better.
So
Ethan, consistent with the brand, Jose.
So Ethan Page got on the mic and he talked about how he successfully turned back another challenger at No Mercy, that would be Tavion Heights, and he has now set his eyes on his next challenger from Lucha Libre AAA, the Latin American champion, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Oh my god! Like, can he just wait? The son of Dr. Wagner Jr. So
yes.
What? He's Dr. Wagner Jr. Jr.
I don't know, but Ethan Page has clearly is not taking his challenger seriously. He makes fun of the fact that he's not a real doctor, and and just before he could continue on with his promo against him, we get a return of a former WWE superstar who is now making waves in TNA, Mustafa Ali.
What?
Mustafa Ali came back to a huge crowd pop, and he got on the mic, and this is where he actually cut a really good promo. And this is, I'm guessing this is, I'm not, I don't have to guess. This is clearly a shoot promo because he talked about how he was promised an opportunity at the NXT North American Championship 2 years ago on NXT, but then he got a phone call telling him that his services were no longer needed. And he was fired from WWE.
That is horse shit.
That is horse.
I remember that shit.
Yes. And he says that he was still promised that North American Championship. And just like a politician that he is, he politicked his way into it. He spoke with Santino Marella and Ava. And he is getting a shot at the North American Championship next week at Showdown.
What? Okay. For the record, you have to understand something important. That wasn't a shoot. You worked your brother. Like Mustafa Ali, yes, he was unceremoniously fired from WWE 2 years ago, and yes, he managed to work that into his promo, and he managed to work up his frustrations about that shit into that promo. But that's what makes a good promo. That's what makes good delivery, Jose. It's drawing from reality, drawing from real passion, real emotion and shit. Mustafa Ali is just very, very good at doing that. So, now they were able to use that situation and weave it to their advantage and work you. Exclusively. On your own. You're the only one who got duped.
Shut up.
Never.
Oh.
All full circle. Yeah, I know, right? Seriously. Wait, wow.
Thank you. Ethan Page didn't take kindly to those words, so he tried a sneak attack on Mustafa Ali. Tried to go for a right hand. Mustafa Ali, of course, quick on the trigger. He ducked out of the way and floored Ethan Page with a drop kick, sending the Canadian champion running for the hills.
Oh my God! Oh, where's Chelsea Green when you need her? She's busy on vacation or something, isn't she?
Let's just say I don't think she would do much help here. She would have to get past Agent Zero.
All right, but take a look. You knocked the glasses off his face.
Damn.
Lol.
While I do miss Shotzi Blackheart at WWE, she has worked 23 matches since being released, 9 of them in GCW, recent loss to Megan Bayne, and wins over Matt Cardona for some Garage Beer Championship. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Excuse you, Jose. Oh no,
You burped.
Oh, ha. Yeah. Well, anyways.
No, but,
okay,
this is a damn good way to get a promo going. Excellent job.
Yes.
No notes.
No, I agree. And I think these two are going to have an incredible match. Mustafa Ali has always impressed in WWE. He's always been known for being an incredible high flyer, and he hits the uniquely executing 054 finishing move, which is like a reverse 450.
Okay, so he backflips?
Oh wait, no, not backflips. Like he, instead of facing his opponent when he does a 450, he faces the crowd and then he spins.
Sort of like corkscrew spinning himself in?
I'll show you a video later.
All right, yeah. No,
it's really unique.
Yeah, no, I imagine it is. I'm just over here thinking, like, it sounds like he's corkscrewing.
Yeah.
Like, corkscrewing horizontally and then rotating on his y-axis to finish the corkscrew.
Exactly, but what's most important is that these two are wearing socks.
Thank God. Take notes, Kyle Fletcher. Wear some goddamn socks with those loafers. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck?
No one wants toe jam in their face.
Thank you, K-Storm. No one wants toe jam in their face.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to an match of the night. Like this match, I already knew the outcome of what it's going to be, but let's go ahead and talk about it. It's a one-on-one match with Lola Vice versus Fallon Henley. Now, in a backstage segment, Lola Vice spoke with JC Jane, telling her, pretty much reminding her that she hits hard, and JC Jane has first experience of how much of a competitor Lola Vice is, and that she needs Lola Vice in her team against Team TNA next week. So, JC Jane decided to call her bluff on it and put her up against Fallon Henley, and whoever wins gets to be part of Team NXT.
Okay, I get that. That is fucking interesting, and that actually puts the dynamic of the rivalry between Lola Vice and JC Jane against the recent diminishing of Fatal Influence with them losing Jasmine Nix. You now have this situation where these girls might not last much longer together too, or they might be trying to find a new third member. Who knows? So
Lola Vice. So, like I said, this match wasn't bad. They didn't do any sloppiness, or they didn't do anything that's completely outlandish. It was just very short. It was just short. It was like 5 or 6 minutes. Lola Vice and Fallon Henley, they definitely put in the work, especially Fallon Henley. She made Lola Vice work, but in the end, Lola Vice was able to catch Fallon Henley with her spinning back fist to pin and win, securing her spot on Team NXT. Your winner, Lola Vice.
All right. Not bad. The booty shaking brawling beauty here managed to show that she's got the guts.
Exactly. And she also has a very good memory because she doesn't forget. Because at NXT No Mercy, she was robbed of her opportunity to win the NXT Women's Championship because she was assaulted by an unknown assailant who was dressed in black with the referee's back turned. Unfortunately, WWE have no fucking sense of subtlety when it comes to keeping things secret, because they already leaked out who the hell it was, and NXT decided to just show her off on TV. The mass assailant who cost Lola Vice the title was Lainey Reed.
Where the fuck have you been?
Originally, she was supposed to be a face-off against Sol Ruka for the Speed Championship, but she sustained an injury during practice and she was unable to... hold on. You're too quick, Juan.
No, I'm asking, like, what the fuck?
Well, we'll get to that. Patience.
Okay, sorry.
So, Lainey Reed, unfortunately, she got an injury during practice and she was not medically cleared to compete. And I saw a picture, like she has a brace on, she has a cast on her foot.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. So, she is the one who assaulted Lola Vice. Like,
Dun, dun, dun.
but this is something we've already known because WWE already fucking spoiled it.
How? When did they spoil this? I'm sorry.
On Twitter.
Idiots. But why?
Dude,
Why did
okay.
she do this?
Trips, Sean, or fucking TKO, whoever is managing your fucking socials, you need to fire them.
Why did Lainey Reed fucking decide she wants to jump Lola Vice for them?
That's a good question. I think I forgot. I have no fucking... This came out of nowhere! Lainey Reed?
Where the fuck have you been?
Yeah, aside from being injured. Yeah.
Seriously, what the fuck?
It's weird. It's goddamn weird.
Thank you. Oh my god, what the hell? It's not like it's a bad idea. It's just, what the fuck with this execution?
Yeah, I know. Actually, go ahead and read off some of the comments here before we move on to the...
saying Kyle Fletcher or anyone else in wrestling not wearing socks in their boots.
Why did Lainey Reed attack Lola Vice at No Mercy?
Is a Mike Tyson clone look. Kyle Fletcher wishes he had half of Mike's power. Hope I never see him use a knockout punch finish. Yeah, I seriously hope not. I fucking seriously hope not. Because it's just fucking embarrassing, man. It's just annoying.
Oh, no. Now I know why. Because Lainey Reed wants to replace Jasmine Nix as the newest member of the Fatal Influence.
So it is just to take Jasmine Nix's place.
Yeah, so instead of that booty that's breaking the internet, we get someone who's lost her footing.
Literally.
I don't know if that's supposed to be a toss-up or not.
I don't fucking get it.
I don't get it either. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get to the main event segment. And I like how they hype this up because this is the segment where now both teams of NXT and TNA get to choose who's going to be in what. And the way they built it up is that, like, it's outside the Performance Center. You've got the NXT contingent here. You got JC Jane, you got Ricky Saints, and you got Trick Williams,
the
who
TNA
is
world champion. Who,
by the way, is now the co-captain alongside Ricky Saints. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to get along
when did that happen?
In a backstage segment. And yeah, I'm sure they're going to get along just fine. And they march down over to the parking lot area, and what do they find?
What did they find?
They find something incredibly big, incredibly obnoxious. Oh my god, they brought a Tesla. Oh my god, it's a Cybertruck.
Dying of fire.
Oh my god, look how hideous it is. It's
Ew.
disgusting. And the TNA wrestlers are also there too.
What the fuck?
Whoever's driving that car has really bad tastes.
Isn't it? What's his fucking face?
I don't know. I can't see it through the windshield.
No, it's the house. It's what's his nuts? Hang on. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. And yeah. No. Let's go ahead and get to the main event because my goodness. Yes. This is exactly how they hyped it up.
I'm talking about First Class, as
First Class? No, that's definitely not First Class. So there it is, the NXT TNA Summit. They've got look at all the bodies in the ring. You've got all the wrestlers of NXT and TNA surrounding in the ring and at ringside.
Okay, so what the fuck, man?
Oh my god.
The drama.
I know. Actually, I sent you more pictures.
I know, I'm getting to it.
Because I showed you another shot so you could get a very good idea of, like, how many bodies are surrounding the ring.
This one?
Yeah, look at that. They're all surrounding the ring as if a lumberjack match is going to happen.
Hold on. Who are these folks?
That's a good question. They're all wearing the same shirt.
Let me fucking see. What is this?
Can you read it?
I'm trying to. Let me see. Who the fuck?
What does it say?
Top Dollar? No?
What does it say on the shirt?
That's what I'm about to fucking find out over here. Isn't it? Hang on.
Sorry, guys. We got to find out about this because this is actually very unique, and I didn't even notice it until now.
Let me get this down and get this even.
I can't believe we're focusing too much on this shit.
But this is important, Jose. We need to know who this whole section is here for.
Okay, fair.
Okay,
now blow it up.
This looks like fucking AI generated shit. What the fuck is this?
Let me see. Hang on. Now I gotta look.
Who are these people?
I don't.
Is this all school? No, those are school kids. Those are school kids.
Oh my god, those are school kids.
Those are fucking school kids. I'm like realizing, wait a minute. Not a one of these looks like an adult. Maybe the top two guys up by the corner of the image, but no. Yeah, no, that's school kids.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a school kid. Okay, let's move on. All right, so
I guess it's part of like some trip or something. I don't fucking know.
So continuing with the main event of the NXT and TNA Summit featuring the school kids from the Devil May Cry series.
Oh my god.
Now both teams are in the ring and both teams are deciding who's going to be joining what. As far as the men's team for team NXT, Trick Williams and Ricky Saints have decided that they're going to have Javon Evans join the team. So awesome.
Very nice.
And
Santana here, who's the sole captain of Team TNA.
Yep. They're also going to, again, we'll get to him in a bit. They're also going to have Miles Bourne join the team.
Smiley Bourne.
Yeah, Miles Bourne. Come on. He's dating, he's the guy dating Stephanie Vaquer.
And what, listen, that's awesome, but he's not getting a gold star for me for that. If anything, that's a demerit.
That's a
I want Stephanie Vaquer.
Ow. And I'm trying to remember who else is on Team NXT. So you got Trick Williams, Ricky Saints, Javon Evans, Miles Bourne. Nice observation.
Mega lights.
Oh god. Oh, the freaking PS1 ass looking car. Don't.
Nice observation. Yeah, no. It turns out those have got to be like school kids. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. Don't insult the PS1 like that, man.
Holy shit.
God, man. Here we go. Okay. Yep, no. Okay, this is just the four wrestlers, just 4-on-4. Trick Williams, Ricky Saints, Javon Evans, and Miles Bourne. Okay, that's fine. And for Team TNA, the sole captain, Mike Santana, has chosen the following. He has chosen the X Division champion, Leon Slater.
Yay.
The TNA International champion, Frankie Kazarian, and he's chosen Moose.
Oh, shit. They've got fucking former X Division champions all up in that shit. And the current X Division champion. These guys are in trouble.
Now, for the women's division, JC Jane for Team NXT, she has chosen Lola Vice.
Mm-hmm.
She has chosen Fallon Henley.
Okay.
And she's also chosen Jada Parker, who has impressed earlier that evening in a match against Lash Legend.
Oh, so Jada Parker, even though she's the TNA X Division champion, TNA Knockouts champion, she's also still doing NXT matches, and she won against Lash Legend?
No, I said Jada Parker, not Kalani Jordan.
Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I literally brain farted here. Alright, so that was Jada Parker. Okay, Kalani Jordan, her team, let's go.
All right. Yeah, exactly. Give me, no. In fact, here, let me give you a good rundown here of the list of competitors here. NXT Showdown. I can't believe they changed it.
I know. I'm so angry.
It's okay, Juan. We're all angry. Here we go. JC Jane, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, and the current champ of NXT, Sol Ruka.
Okay, I see.
Not Fallon Henley. And Kalani Jordan has chosen the newly crowned TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, The Inspiration. More on that later. And she has also chosen Mara Sade, but she almost dead named her as Jakara Jackson.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, no, these two ladies were going back and forth, and then Mike Santana got on the mic, and he closed off the segment by shouting that next week's match at TNA Showdown is going to go down the same way as his title match at Bound for Glory, and it's going to end with the TNA World Title coming back to his hands. Then he slaps Trick Williams in the face, and then we get our own time-honored tradition, a gigantic inter-brand Pier 6 brawl. Pier 6 brawl! 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 Oh yeah, the fans were loving it. The wrestlers were hating it because they were brawling and fighting against each other. The school kids are having a laugh because they love watching the cast and they don't have to get involved in any of the fighting. And look, it's Shawn Michaels, and he's okay with all of it.
What the fuck, man? He's literally just, Shawn, what the hell?
Oh no, this is good television.
This is great TV. Popcorn?
Oh my god! He's okay with all the chaos. He's alright, it's okay.
Oh my god. Why?
By the way, you might want to deduct 50 points from Shawn Michaels because I saw a Twitter video earlier of him driving the Cybertruck.
Ew. So it was a Cybertruck.
Yes.
Oh, gross.
You know,
Ew.
for someone from San Antonio, Texas, who calls himself the Heartbreak Kid, I always figured that Shawn Michaels would be a guy to drive a muscled car, like a Camaro or a Mustang. But a Cybertruck? Really? Come on, dude.
That's the most beta shit fucking car on the face of the planet. It screams, I have to show off my money to make up for the fact that I don't have a soul.
Come on, man. I'd expect this from one of the board members of TKO.
But not like this.
Oh, Shawn. How could you, man?
I thought I knew you, man. You know, I was rooting for you. All of us were rooting for you. Fucking Tyra Banks thing.
Thank you for that. Give me just a second here. All right. So, now we're going to turn our attention over to this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Light the fuse, hit the boom, Dynamite.
And as I mentioned earlier, this isn't just a regular episode of Dynamite. It is the 6th anniversary. 6 years since there be...
So not regular, but... Yay.
That's right. They made their debut on television back in the first week of October in 2019, and it was amazing. I remember it very well. It was over in Washington, D.C., Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara, the Inner Circle taking on Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, and we also had Riho versus Nyla Rose for the AEW women to crown the inaugural AEW Women's World Title. I remember it like it was yesterday, Juan.
It was Jon Moxley showing up and hitting the paradigm shift on Chris Jericho.
No, that was in Double or Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
It's okay. But yeah, no, that was amazing. And also kicked off an unnecessary ratings war between WWE and AEW.
Yeah, but you know what? It's come back to bite them in the ass. Wednesday Night War may have been theirs, but it may have been their victory, but NXT is killing them in the ratings.
Yes, they are. Now, we open things up, of course, with with one thing that AEW loves to do, and that is trios matches.
Holla, 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 holla.
To kick off Dynamite, we got Josh Alexander, the Walking Weapon, representing the Don Callis family, teaming up with the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, versus the teams of the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Bro Dito, Bandito, and Brody King, and the best bout machine himself, Kenny Omega.
Okay, not bad. Okay, pretty stacked match. I'm sad to see that Kenny Omega and the tag champions Brodito are facing off against a pair of jobbers and a guy that had a promising future.
That being said, this week's AEW Dynamite takes place over at the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel over here in Hollywood, Florida.
God damn, everyone's showing up over here. One question though, am I looking at this correctly, or am I crazy, or does it look like? Okay, no, never mind. I am just crazy.
You thought Matt Jackson was looking that way?
No, I thought Matt Jackson had his eyes rolled up.
Oh wait, no, wait, the guy in the middle?
Yes,
that's Nick.
Okay, fucking whatever.
Yeah, no, Matt Jackson's the one smiling.
Oh, good point.
He smiles the goddamn smile. And then he watched. He watched!
Ew.
Sin City reference.
I know.
So anyways, 6-man tag, Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Brodito. We start things off with some early wrestling hijinks, which the fans enjoyed. The Young Bucks were, first Brodito taunted them with the Macarena dance. Then the Young Bucks had their fill, reversed the move against Brodito, and the Young Bucks did the Macarena dance mocking Bandito in the ring.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, and then Kenny Omega got involved, and both Bandito and Kenny Omega knocked the Young Bucks out, and they did their own celebratory impromptu Macarena dance in the middle of the ring.
Oh boy!
But then Brody King entered the chat. He knocked.
Please, Brody King, bring some wrestling back into on this.
He knocked down the Young Bucks with a double clothesline. Go ahead. He knocked down the Young Bucks with the double clothesline, and then he told him, "Stop! That's enough!" Like of the dancing.
Like enough dancing, guys.
And then he did a top rope dive outside the ring. And then in this match,
thank you, Brody. Fuck.
And this one is really awesome. I want to talk about this because Josh Alexander is on the receiving end of the onslaught from the good guys. Brody King was body slamming the Young Bucks one after the other onto Josh Alexander. He body slammed Kenny Omega. He wanted to body slam Bandito, but Bandito's like, no. So instead, in a show of incredible strength, Bandito hoisted the near 300-pound Brody King and body slammed him onto Josh Alexander instead.
Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. Okay, so Brody grabbed Nick Jackson, threw him on Josh. Grabbed Matt Jackson, threw him on Josh. And then he was going to take his partner.
And then he threw, don't forget Kenny Omega.
Yeah, and then he threw Omega. And instead of throwing Bandito, he's like, no, Bandito, you throw Brody now. Okay, fine, here we go.
Exactly. That's
Jesus.
Exactly it. Yeah. That was fun.
Okay, it's fun, but that was so stupid.
Hey, man.
Young Bucks don't even belong in the same ring as Josh Alexander, says Vicente Guerrero. Couldn't agree more.
Agreed. 100%. Now, and continuing on with this match, as the good guys propel against, as the good guys continue against the Cucamonga Kids and the one Canadian, you see, there was a spot where Kenny Omega was trying to go for a suicide dive, but the Young Bucks simultaneously cut off Kenny Omega with a double super kick. Then Brodito leaped over the ropes and did a cannonball. No. Yeah, Brodito leaped over the top rope and did a cannonball senton onto Josh Alexander at ringside.
Okay, so no, you mean just Brody?
Yeah, Brody King did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you said Brodito, so I'm like.
Sorry, Brody King. Sorry. Blech. And then we reached the match finish. Like as Josh Alexander, as the Young Bucks were knocked out by Brodito, Kenny Omega hit a powerbomb and then hit a V trigger on Josh Alexander and beat him down with the one-winged angel to pin and win for his team. Your winners, Kenny Omega, Brody King, and Bandito.
Yay!
And then after the match, I kid you not, there was a moment where it looked like the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega were actually having a civilized chat. Like, the Young Bucks were down on their luck because in an earlier video that they showed before they kicked off Dynamite, the Young Bucks already spent all the money that they won in that one match.
That stupid $500,000 match?
Yes.
They burnt through $500,000.
Yes, in gambling at Hard Rock, apparently.
K-Storm and I are giving the exact same look. Idiots.
Yeah.
Okay, that's stupid even for pro wrestling standards. Come on.
But maybe it's something else. Maybe Kenny Omega wants to reconnect with the Young Bucks to bring back the feeling, to bring back what bring back the elite, bring back what made them beloved. But then Josh Alexander broke up that moment and started beating up on Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks didn't bother helping. Like the Young Bucks were actually turned off by Josh Alexander getting involved.
It's like, dude, this is our moment of emotional conflict and ambiguity.
Wancho.
Man, fuck this. We don't need this noise. We're out of here.
Wancho, this is good. The Young Bucks might be turning babyface. That's good, right? That's what we want?
Cut it out.
Okay. All right.
I don't want them babyface. I don't want them heels. I don't want them tweeners. I want them gone.
But thankfully they were saved, not by the Young Bucks, not by Bro Dito, but by the reunited team of the Jurassic Express, Jack Perry and Luchasaurus. That's right. They're back, baby. They reunited over at All Out, and they're back in action, and they saved Kenny Omega from the beatdown. Now, there was a moment where Kenny Omega got in Jack Perry's face because he hasn't forgotten his conflict with him. But thankfully, Luchasaurus was able to get Jack Perry out of the way, and so that's something that they'll have to settle down later in the road. And yeah, there's that. And then Kenny Omega, after the whole mess, he cut an impromptu promo hyping up the 6 years of AEW Dynamite, all the good and the bad, and he thanked the dedicated fans of AEW for sticking around for all 6 years. And just as he was about to close off and do his usual adieu, what was it? How's it go?
I bid you adieu.
I bid you adieu.
Goodbye.
Goodbye and good night. And good night. The lights cut off. And then the lights turn on. And there was a masked man in the ring. And the masked man turned out to be none other than, I kid you not, former WWE superstar Andrade.
Andrade Cien Almas is back in AEW. What the So, motherfucker, homie pieced out of WWE. He got fired. He got fired for goes to AEW. He lets himself expire out from his contract while he's sitting in the sidelines. I've got a splinter in my toe, or I think I've got an itch that's keeping me from wrestling, or some stupid fucking thing. Whatever bullshit. He was pulling the same kind of thing that Rusev was doing. And so he fucking expires out of his contract in AEW, shows back up in WWE. We didn't even get a proper reunion with him and his former partner, Zelina Vega. We didn't even get that. Mm-mm. Nothing. Not even in the LWO shit. Come on, man. Finishes his divorce with Charlotte Flair and fucking leaves WWE. Now comes back here.
Well, first of all, before leaving, he got suspended for his second violation of their wellness policy. He was suspended for 90 days, and then WWE just let him go because he violated the wellness policy, and there was also reports of his behavior backstage.
Are we talking about this second time around, or when he was first fired from WWE?
Second time around.
Seriously?
Yep. But thankfully, AEW has a history of ignoring all that bullshit.
Remember, AEW nearly let Jeff Hardy kill himself.
Oh God! So okay.
Speaking of career and possible real suicides. Speaking of which,
so after attacking Kenny Omega with his black mask, he's then greeted and has aligned himself, I kid you not, with the Don Callis family.
Because this has worked out so well for Josh Alexander's career. Oh my God, no. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Why? We are so fucking infuriated and pissed off and frustrated and just beside ourselves with bewilderment. But this is so fucking funny at the same time. There is no word for this type of hilarity-inducing rage that we've got here. Is there a fucking word for that?
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean,
maybe?
Vicente Guerrero brings up a good argument. I get that you don't want to be in the same place as the person you just spent your part of your life with.
Okay, yeah.
But
that's true.
But still, dude, come on.
Johnny's back looking through history. Only talent so far to go from WWE to AEW. Semi-pushed and ignored by Tony Khan. Then second run WWE does nothing there. Now back in AEW the second time.
And I'll bet you he's gonna do nothing again.
It's all within the span of what? A year or two?
This does nothing except reduce the popularity of Andrade.
It's okay, he's here now. What the fuck were you doing before you left? Are we going to pick up on whatever threads those were? No, not important enough? Let's just stick him with Don Fallis. He's not doing anything important.
The last thing he was doing important was on SmackDown when he had a brief tag team with Rey Fenix, and they were going to challenge for the WWE tag titles against the Wyatt Six. But then all that shit happened, and that title match went to the Street Profits instead.
Dear
because
God.
Andrade couldn't fucking behave.
Oh my God!
Someone call Sammy Guevara and let him know that bad news is back.
The dancing fool better keep his distance. Let me see. Knowing Don, this is mentally and emotionally lots better. For Andrade, why have to be around Charlotte Flair after the divorce? Good point, but then again, the moolah. Knowing Don Callis' luck right after the alignment, Andrade gets injured out for 4 months. Wardlow.
Yeah.
No, fucking seriously.
And I'm not
seriously.
You know what? I'm not even going to touch that subject. I'm not even going to begin how many times they dropped the ball with Wardlow.
Like, Wardlow is the worst stick shift drive of all time. Start and stop, and he chokes up on the clutch. It's fucking distressingly hilarious. I need to find out if there's a name for this type of feeling where you're so angry you can't help but laugh.
We'll figure that out. I'm sure there's a term for it somewhere. But now let's move on. Let's move on to the exciting match of the night. And guess what, Juancho?
What?
It's another trios match!
Holla, 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 holla.
That's right. This time it's the team of the Death Riders, their captain Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and the newest member Daniel Garcia versus the team of the AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page and 2/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions Powerhouse Hobbs and Samoa Joe, the Ops.
All right. Okay, we're in business over here. Moxley is still in like the main event picture when you deal with the championship here, but this feels like it feels like he himself has been diminished. Without the AEW World Championship, he doesn't stand out as the leader of the Death Riders. More to
the point, he's also got his hands full against Darby Allin, who last week challenged him to an I Quit match at Wrestle Kingdom. With a flame. Hey, you know what? I actually like that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my God.
Between Darby Allin and Sting with a flamethrower? Yes.
Oh my God. Fucking hell.
But that being also, and of course, Daniel Garcia has dropped the whole dancing gimmick. Thank goodness. And I
missed the dancing fool.
Nope, he is now a member of the Death Riders,
which means he has to be serious and slightly racist, or alluded to be racist.
Only slightly. But that being said, let's get to the match.
All right.
Woo! Excuse me. So, we got Samoa Joe and Claudio Castagnoli, two veterans of pro wrestling, two Ring of Honor alumni, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
It's back when they were good. So, Samoa Joe lays in a couple of incredible strikes against Claudio Castagnoli just to start things off, backing him over to the babyface corner. And Powerhouse Hobbs and Adam Page also get a chance to get their licks in on the Swiss Superman. But then unfortunately the tables have turned. Claudio Castagnoli was able to turn the momentum around to his favor, bringing him towards the Death Rider side, and Daniel Garcia showing his commitment by choking out Samoa Joe against the ring ropes.
Oh no, he really is becoming like one of the skinheads of this group. Oh my God.
Can you really call him a skinhead if not even Wheeler Yuta got rid of his hair?
Jose, Wheeler Yuta's whole thing is he has a shitload of hair. I don't think there's going to be a point where he's not going to shave it all off. Unless Moxley decides to make it part of some sort of ritualistic fucking, hey, we've been having doubts about your commitment to our pack of thugs and brawlers, so you need to commit, and the way you're gonna do that is by shaving your face and your head. It's a fucking stupid thing. Like fucking abandon your former identity and commit yourself truly kind of shit. You know, because Moxley is that kind of fucking cult leader ass motherfucker.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. That being said, Powerhouse Hobbs got to square up against Antonio Cesaro in a battle of strength and skill.
You mean Claudio Castagnoli?
Sorry, I dead named him. Oh no! Sorry, Claudio Castagnoli and Powerhouse Hobbs got to square up, an exchange of power and technical skill, and then John Moxley drop kicked Powerhouse Hobbs out of the ring. He tried to go for a suicide dive, but Hobbs caught Moxley, and yep, he caught Moxley. He ran him back first against the ring apron, and then he grabbed Moxley, as you see here, and he slams his back onto the ring apron, not once, not twice, but thrice, before tossing him in on the floor like a sack of potatoes.
Also, you actually don't want to toss a sack of potatoes unless you're you're tossing them somewhere where they'll land safely or into someone else's arms. Because if those potatoes do bruise, then that invites rot, and that invites the spudling to start ripening faster. So you don't want that.
No.
I'm just saying here, if we're tossing around potatoes, make sure someone's there to grab it.
Yes, that's
okay.
An important safety tip. Thanks, Egon. All right. So getting back to the match.
Food safety, okay?
So getting back to the match, Hangman Adam Page gets the hot tag in, and he helps the Ops fight off against the Death Riders. And we have this one moment where where Moxley and Hangman Adam Page square off. These two men.
I need to press my face on your face, and I need you to know that I'm serious. So I'm pressing my face on your face. I'm looking into your nose. I'm looking into your nose, Adam Page.
Seriously, they're not even face to face properly.
Yep, and then they exchange. And then
Moxley fucking dying here? Is he asleep?
I don't know, man. He's trying to show off how tough he is.
Is he narcoleptic? Because it looks like he fell asleep on the Hangman's face.
He's trying to show off how tough he is with his walk, and he putting up the deuces all the time. Like, yeah, man, I'm hardcore.
Man, motherfuck. My mom's more hardcore than him, and she's almost 70, and she's a crazy woman. Lolling while pissed is usually called hysterical. Happened on Breaking Bad once when Walt lost $600,000 and lulled because he might get killed by Gus Fringe. Walt was like, "Where's the fucking money?"
Ha.
Yeah, and laughing. I think I saw that scene.
So Hangman and Moxley start exchanging forearm blows. Moxley then tries to go for the paradigm shift the paradigm shift on Hangman. Hangman was able to reverse it. He tries to go for the Deadeye. But Moxley was able to get out of the way. Unfortunately, it was the newest member, Daniel Garcia, who had to eat shit for the team. Hangman turned his attention to him and then laid him out with the buckshot lariat to pin and win. Your winners, Hangman Adam Page and the Ops.
Nicely done. Okay, not bad. Good guys win, bad guys lose.
Now, this is where things take a drastic turn, unfortunately.
Wait,
now, there was a moment where the babyfaces celebrated in the ring, and Samoa Joe was a little bit distracted. He wasn't entirely focused. Hangman Adam Page grabbed one of the trios belts, passed it over to pass it to Samoa Joe like this, like really fast, like, here, buddy. And then the belt just fell down on the floor. And Samoa Joe took it as a sign of disrespect. So just as Hangman and Page was talking to the camera, Samoa Joe grabs his attention. Both these men start arguing, with Hobbs trying to play peacemaker between the two. And then Samoa Joe just like pie faces Hangman, and these two nearly got into a fight.
Are you fucking kidding me? It was a misunderstanding, wasn't it?
And like in that moment, like Samoa Joe yelled at Hangman Page, like, "You've never beaten me in a match."
Like, dude, what are you getting up in your ass for? Look, Hangman was trying to do you a favor. He's just like, here, take your belts. Here, take your belts. Fucking there you go. It's not fucking what? What? Did Hangman even fucking tell him that, like, or anything like that, or did fucking did he just stand there like an asshole?
Well, here's what
taking the shit.
Well, in a backstage interview with Renee Paquette, he did address it, and he said that he has a tremendous respect for Samoa Joe, and he didn't exactly understood what happened, and that he did mention that in the 6 years of being in AEW, he has never faced Samoa Joe. So these two men will fight for the AEW World Title at Wrestle Dream. But he says that if Samoa Joe pulls another stunt like that, then Hangman Adam Page will ruin his life.
You gotta remember, Hangman Adam Page is still kind of wanted for arson.
Yeah, Samoa Joe, you want him to go down to Huntington Beach and burn down your house? I mean,
God.
Chicago, it's California, so it's not that hard.
Dear God Almighty.
But that being said, no. This is actually good. Samoa Joe versus Hangman. I can get behind. Juan, what about you?
Yeah, I can get behind that too.
And the storyline is simple. It's a matter of respect.
Oh my God. Like, it was a misunderstanding, motherfucker. Oh my fucking Lord. What the hell? Samoa Joe? Moxley's face-to-face looks like he wants to headbutt Adam. Yeah, seriously, what the fuck?
No. I actually like this because, like, we're definitely gonna get some good promos between the two, especially from Samoa Joe. As Samoa Joe, as good of a wrestler that he is, he also knows how to eviscerate his opponents on the mic.
Yeah, no, fucking, you do not want to fuck with Samoa Joe on the
trash talking,
because he will eat you. He'll do it, and he'll do it with a smile on his face.
He'll eat you with words.
He will eat you with words. He don't give a fuck. Seriously.
Wow.
Not one fuck at all.
And speaking of words, we then turn our attention to the exciting segment of the night, and this happened right after her match against, right after her women's match. We get an impromptu promo segment from Timeless Tony Storm.
Yeah, Timeless Tony Storm returns to Hollywood, Florida.
Ha!
Okay.
Ha!
I know I
fucking nerds.
I know I rag on AEW for having for their graphics team not having any fucking self-control because Tony has to have all this crazy shit all over the fucking promos, all over the fucking graphic, the title cards here.
Yeah.
But at least this little bit makes sense. And it's
it's a joke. Get it? The nerds will get it.
Dear God.
The internet keyboard warriors will get it.
Look, I don't care about the fucking keyboard warriors. Fucking make me care about randos. Fucking regular ass peoples.
So after Tony Storm cleaned house against Ty Mello in her match on Dynamite, she cut a promo addressing what happened at All Out when she was the AEW Women's World Champion, but then it was taken from her in a Fatal 4-Way match by Chris Statlander, and she asks herself a very poignant question: who is she without the AEW Women's World title? And she has to find out that answer. She needs to find out the answer. And she has challenged Chris Statlander for a one-on-one match for that championship at Wrestle Dream. It was an incredible, emotional promo segment, well delivered by Tony Storm. Holy shit, it was great. Now, that being said, on the flip side of the coin, and this is actually going to be the official like bad segment. I'm not going to show it here on camera. I wish I had a screenshot of it, but I showed Juan the promo segment of backstage of Chris Statlander responding. And Juan, what's the most nicest way you could put it in words?
When Jose sent me the promo, I sent him back a gif of Woody from Toy Story. As in, her delivery was wooden. Her delivery was stiff. She got the emotions in, but she was acting as if she doesn't know how to act. And that's fucking sad because we know she does. Why is she like it's like I can't explain it. It was you said it with the right emotional tone, but no fucking fire behind the words. Like, Statlander, motherfuck. We know you can. You're a fucking badass. What the hell?
Oh boy, and already we're off to
the only thing that really saved her ass was the fact that Harley Cameron showed up at the end of the promo. She got her Harley Cameron on. She had her fucking Mercedes money Muppet on hand. And like, yeah, we're fired up. Yay, we go. Yeah. And like, we need to get a fucking personality transfusion between Harley Cameron fucking donating some off to Chris Statlander. Because serious fucking Lee, it's like, did you need some glitch energy by any chance?
And that harkens back to my criticism of Chris Statlander last week.
Does she need some glitch energy? Is that what she needed? At all?
This is a reminder, folks, that if you go to their website and use our promo code, you'll get 20% off your order. Go to glitchenergy.com right now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Listen, Chris Statlander, we will send you one of those sample packs. We know you're not broke, but we will send it to you. We want you to try it, and maybe try it right before promo time so you can wake the fuck up. Please. The best part of waking up is not giving a fuck. If we do get Samoa Joe versus Hangman, I hope Joe gets to walk away and counter the top rope moves. These are already funny. Yeah, his walk away from the from the body splash or top rope clothesline or whatever the fuck. Yeah, we know. We love those two.
Yeah, seriously, like Chris Statlander, she's an incredible wrestler. She did mention before that apparently she gets anxiety or stress whenever she tries to talk in front of a crowd. So,
oh my God, no.
Stage fright, but that's why you have AEW producers and coaches to help you with that.
Or just breathe whatever the fuck Harley Cameron was huffing before running in front of the camera. Fucking something. It's okay. You can't. The really sad thing is you can't do the mental trick of imagine everyone naked when it comes to pro wrestlers, because I guarantee you, at some point or another, Chris Statlander has seen some other fucking women of AEW's locker room naked at some fucking point or another.
Right.
Like, maybe they all fucking shared a locker room sometime. I don't know. So, I'm just talking to the fucking hypotheticals. Like that kind of fucking trick won't work. You can't do fucking tree falling in the woods kind of fucking thing, because you need to come down from the panic attack, and that's not something that would work on there specifically. It would help with focus and concentration, but not with anxiety. Damn it!
You know what else is really bad? She's been with AEW for 6 years. She's had 6 years to try to develop that skill. And she's been in the pro wrestling business.
That muscle, yeah, I know.
It's
not easy. I'm sorry. You're probably gonna say I understand. Mental health stuff is a pain in the butt, and we're fucking we empathize because we got brain juice problems too.
But you gotta work on it.
You're a performer. You're an athletic performer. Like Chris Statlander, you can do it. We're not saying this shit because we say you suck or because we don't like you. We're saying this shit because we do like you, and we want you to be able to be the best version of you that you can be for the work, because we like seeing your work.
Yes!
Jesus. It's just frustrating. It's just annoying. Fucking hell. We're not saying this shit because we hate Chris Statlander. We're saying it literally because we like her and we want to see her do well as the AEW Women's World Champion here.
Exactly. And considering that the last champion was Timeless Toni Storm and she had an incredible, awesome second run, those are very big shoes to fill.
Seriously, man.
Now, that being said, let's go ahead and turn over to the match of the night.
Let me take a look real quick before we continue. If you said this thing, that promo tells me Chris Stat needs to watch old Rhino ECW promos to pick up her intensity. Yes, tons of hard breathing and fucks. Dude, I don't know if that would work out for her.
I mean,
but Rhino, he's got plenty of it on there, but I'm like, I don't know.
All right. Now, here's the thing. The match itself wasn't bad, but the outcome and the post-match shit afterwards, that's where it gets a little annoying. All right, so it's a one-on-one contest for the TNT Championship as the defending champion, the Proto-Star, Kyle Fletcher, defends the championship against freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you. Orange Cassidy was a last-minute replacement for Hologram. Hologram was scheduled to face off Kyle Fletcher in this match, but unfortunately he has picked up an injury, and Hologram will be sidelined for the rest of the year. So for
fuck's sake!
We would like to wish Hologram a full speedy recovery, because he was one of the white-hot newest stars in AEW, and he was on an undefeated streak.
I'm over here thinking like, man.
And
I hate seeing when a fucking young kid, the pro wrestler's got a fucking go out on injury. Shit, that's so messed up.
I know, injury bugs. I fucking hate it. Ugh.
So lame.
But yes,
So rude.
leave it up to Mr. Plan B, Orange Cassidy, to go ahead and pick up the slack, and he's going to be facing off against Kyle Fletcher. Like I said, this match wasn't bad. These both guys did great. Kyle Fletcher definitely dealt a lot of damage onto Orange Cassidy during the match. Orange Cassidy had a great comeback. He hit his trademark moves. He hit his tornado DDTs, stun dog millionaire. He hit the beach break. And near the end of the match, he was going over to the top rope. And then out comes someone in black clothing with a black jacket, dressed as hologram, and it looked like he was going to help Orange Cassidy because he shooed away Don Callis, but then he dropped Orange Cassidy nut first into the turnbuckle pad,
Dun, dun, dun.
which allowed Kyle Fletcher to grab Orange Cassidy and hit a top rope brainbuster, dropping him headfirst onto the top turnbuckle to pin and retain. Your winner and still the TNT champion, Kyle Fletcher, and the hologram turned out to be none other than the guy who was the anti-hologram that they've been hyping on the vignettes in AEW called Clone. C-L-O-N. El Clone.
Oh
or just Clone.
Yeah, no, Clone.
Clone.
That's how it's spelled in Spanish. C-L-O-N.
And here is the Don Callis family all in force, absent Wardlow. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Counting Wardlow, that's 11 people, counting Don Callis. That is a lot of bodies in the Don Callis family. Holy shit.
Why? Like, okay, here's the thing. Every single one of these guys has the potential on their own to be fucking dangerous guys in pro wrestling. Being out together as a group or as a team, that can be dangerous, but the way that they've been presented, along with Don Callis' callousing with his phallus, fucking phallus Dallas of Don Callis, fucking messing around with this shit, it just feels like a mid-card act.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The only people who are benefiting from this right now is the unified champion, Kazuchika Okada, who doesn't really need the group because he's already a made star.
Bitch.
And Kyle Fletcher, who has proven that he is definitely one of the future stars in AEW.
Shit. He's got the fucking body of someone that if he wanted to be world champion, he could do it now.
Yeah, exactly.
He could be the star now. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Kyle Fletcher is benefiting from this group more than anybody else.
Seriously, and that's including Andrade just showing up here, and the Clone, whatever the fuck. Why does it look like his tattoo has his nipple leaking?
I have no idea. But
again with the burp. No class, this guy.
I know, right? I'm sorry.
No,
but that being said, as far as the other members go, here's a rundown. Josh Alexander had a really weak debut against Hangman Adam Page in his first match, but in his later matches, he was able to show off a lot of his skills to remind people and to let the new viewers know why he's called the Iron Man, the Canadian walking weapon.
But you have to start. Well, don't job off on your debut. It shows you that you're not fucking a credible threat. Motherfuck, man.
Yeah.
Cover your mouth, Jose. Yes, Mr. Quake is right. Cover your mouth. So rude.
Now, Konosuke Takeshita was benefiting from the Don Callis family as the international champion, but after dropping the title to Kenny Omega, he now feels like second fiddle to Kazuchika Okada, who's now playing second banana to Kazuchika Okada and to Kyle Fletcher.
Dear God.
And as for everybody else,
and Andrade, and now we got these.
You got Andrade, Rocky Romero, Hechicero, El Clone. Like, everybody else is just chopped liver at this point.
Oh my God. Even the dancing fool?
No, Daniel Garcia?
Oh yeah, no.
He's the Death Rider.
Yeah, he's the Death Rider. Sorry, I got it mixed up.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
My bad.
That being said, that's my take about it. Like, there's good things about the Don Callis family, but it doesn't outweigh all the other things that's not working with these wrestlers.
It's like you have the right ingredients, but you're not combining them right. You don't have the right proportions. You're not following the steps in the right order kind of thing when you're making this this cake or this stew or whatever the fuck.
Cake.
Okay, fine, cake then.
I want some cake.
No cake for you.
Oh. All right. Well, I already talked about the bad segment with Chris Statlander, so we're gonna go ahead and get straight over to the main event of the 6-year anniversary, Juancho. And you know AEW, they like to push the envelope because we get a mixed tag tornado match.
A mixed tornado
tag match. That is Darby Allin with the AEW Women's World Champion Chris Statlander against Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir. And it is no disqualification, no countouts, anything goes.
Easy booking.
Yes, with weapons involved. And yeah, you know what to expect, Juan.
11 in the Don Callis family is a lot, yes, but still not the biggest / worst. Russo and TNA had a 24-man faction.
And we've talked about this before. Bobby Heenan had a lot more members in his team back in the 80s.
Well, that's Bobby the Brain Heenan. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's a superstar manager. Like, he's
the man. Don Callis, he's not Bobby the Brain Heenan good,
not
but he's also not Vince Russo bad.
He's knocking on that door.
All right, let's talk about the mixed tag match.
Yes,
oh my god!
Let's go ahead.
All right, so here we go. As the Death Riders are about to make their entrances, these tough guys who don't go through Titantrons. Immediately, the fight starts off.
The fart starts.
I meant to say the fight.
No.
I meant fight. Damn it! Shut up.
Oh my god, I am such an adult.
Chris Statlander, Darby Allin immediately went after the Death Riders right there as they were coming, as they were walking through the crowd. They started brawling. Statlander lifted up Wheeler Yuta and slammed him headfirst onto that part right there.
Hold on. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what it's called.
That's just the structure of the building here, Jose. There's nothing.
Okay,
Let me point out. Basically, against this wall part of this little entryway.
Yeah, right under Darby Allin.
Yeah, where the stands are.
Yep.
So yeah.
Ow, indeed. And this was great. This is a great way to start off. These two, both teams are fighting against the crowd.
Use their gimmick of them trying to be badass. Use it against it. Like, okay, so this is a no DQ match. So
it's tornado style. Yeah, go ahead. And and speaking of which, Marina Shafir actually this is unique. She's using her legs while using the stair rails as leverage.
Handrails of the
stairs as leverage, and she's using her legs to choke out Chris Statlander.
That is clever. I'll give it that.
Just a reminder, folks. Marina Shafir used to fight in the cage before stepping in wrestling.
Yep, she's friends with what's her face, Ronda Rousey, right?
The less we talk about her, the better.
Yeah.
But it's okay. She's friends with Shayna Baszler, so that evens things out.
Yeah, a little.
Shayna Baszler's still with WWE.
No, that's not what I mean. That evens things out a little bit.
Oh,
I could have sworn that Shayna Baszler got fired.
And while that's happening, Darby Allin continues to find ways to kill himself as he sets up a chair at ringside, sitting Wheeler Yuta down. He tries to go for a dive to crash through Wheeler Yuta, but Wheeler Yuta got out of the way, and Darby's ass ate chair first through onto the floor.
It fucking broke the chair with his ass.
Welcome to Jackass. Darby Allin, please stop trying to kill yourself, dude. You're so young. Please. Anyways, returning to the match here, as the match escalates, they set up a pile of chairs in the ring. Darby Allin then finally gets his receipt against Wheeler Yuta, and then hits a superplex onto the pile of chairs. Both men are hurt.
Ha! Cool.
And then we turn it up a notch as Wheeler Yuta brings in a bag full of thumbtacks into the ring, because you can't have an AEW hardcore match without thumbtacks.
Yes, you can.
But this is interesting. Chris Statlander grabs Marina Shafir, lifts her up, and drops her feet first onto the thumbtacks. Marina Shafir, remember, she's wrestling barefoot. That's how she wrestles in her matches.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's stupid. No.
You know, because
That's so
she's a mixed martial artist. She's a fighter. Why?
Mixed martial Archie mother. Fuck you know what? What the
You know,
fuck?
honey, there is such a thing as shoes.
It's a wonderful invention. All the cool kids are using them.
Just make sure you wear your socks while wearing shoes. Anyway,
Oh my God, this woman.
So Marina Shafir gets dropped feet first onto the thumbtacks. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be aching from that shit for a while. And then as for Wheeler Yuta, Darby Allin puts Wheeler Yuta down with the coffin drop, and the babyfaces pick up the win. Chris Statlander and Darby Allin pick up the win for the team. And then afterwards, yep, that's Timeless Tony Storm, and she meets Chris Statlander face to face, and they both smile at each other before they start brawling with each other. And the officials went down to break up the two women from fighting. And then in the post-match segment, the Death Riders ambush Darby Allin all in full force, and Jon Moxley cut a scathing promo against Darby Allin, saying that, "Oh yeah, that guy over there, that's Pac." Cut his hair.
Cut his hair.
Pac cut his hair.
But Wheeler Yuta can't. Fucking seriously?
Life choices.
Oh my God.
So Moxley.
So I'm gonna give you my weird and cool and hardcore Deathman promo, man.
Go on.
Jon Moxley cut a promo pretty much saying that at Wrestle Dream, he's going to force Darby Allin to say the words, "I quit."
Dun dun dun.
And that's where we close off Dynamite.
Unbelievable. Okay, they really couldn't help themselves, could they? They had to make everything as gimmicked out as fucking possible. Hats on hats on hats on hats. Jesus Christ in heaven and earth. Unfucking-believable. This is just depressing, okay? I'm sorry, but this is just like all the worst instincts that Tony Khan has when it comes to his booking choices here, and he just follows through on it like there's nobody's fucking business.
Yeah.
You don't even have anything for this. Like, yeah, no, like this, like it's indefensibly bad kind of shit, man.
Oh, I forgot to mention one other thing. No. There was this stupid bullshit moment where Yuta grabbed white powder and he tried to throw it at Darby Allin, but he missed and hit Marina Shafir in the eyes instead.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep. Then Chris Statlander hit Marina Shafir with the 450 splash, and that's when Darby Allin finished off the match with a coffin drop.
Oh my God!
That's so
fucking
dumb.
forget it.
All right. Now let's go ahead and turn our attention over to TNA. Before we get to Impact, we're going to talk about the main event of TNA Victory Road.
Dun, dun, dun.
This year's TNA Victory Road takes place over at Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Yeah.
That's right. And we get a solid one-on-one high-flying contest for the TNA X Division Championship as your main event. As a defending champion, Leon Slater goes up against 1/3 of the Rascals, the young blood named Myron Reed.
All right, so Myron Reed, he's been holding it down pretty well. He's a brand new member of this group. I almost got him mixed up with the Bullet Club boys over here. Yeah, for a second, but no,
it's okay. It's all right. So yeah, no,
I'm
Leon.
inebriated. It's all right.
It's all right, man. Leon Slater and Myron Reed. These two guys had an incredible match off. The first couple minutes of the match, it showed like Myron Reed and Leon Slater exchanging reversals. Myron Reed, of course, showing off a little more against Leon Slater, even getting a little bit cocky against the champion, which pissed off Leon Slater during the match. And I like how Myron Reed was like getting under his skin, which is really good. But no, they continued with the action in the middle of the ring. I was able to watch the whole match itself. It only went by 17 minutes. I actually clocked it, but it's still 17 minutes of incredible high-flying action from Myron Reed and Leon Slater.
So with that said,
oh no, I'm talking about the match.
Yeah,
no. Now with that said, continuing with the match, Leon Slater was able to turn the match into his favor, keeping Myron Reed grounded, and he tries to go for the twist of fate. Myron Reed was able to reverse it, And then, sorry, throat. Myron Reed did put up a good fight. Props to him. But Leon Slater was able to stop Myron Reed in his tracks. He finished off his opponent with the Swanton 450 to pin and retain. Your winner and still the TNA X Division champion, Leon Slater.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Another opponent turned away in the X Division.
Yay! Thank you for trying. Thank you for coming out. Get your parking validated on your way home.
Oh. Damn.
Leon Slater is on a fucking roll.
Yeah. Leon Slater's great, man. He is like he like as the unofficial or official disciple of the Hardy Boys, like he's doing really good.
Right?
Yeah. All right, now let's go ahead and get to this week's edition of TNA Impact as we deal with the fallout and their go-home show before NXT Showdown. Because, heaven forbid, we piss anybody off with the word invasion.
Oh my god, you're being anti-Semitic by talking about invasion.
Oh no. I'm talking about a thing that WWE used in 2001.
Oh my fucking god.
So, yeah, no. Somehow people forget about the invasion with WWE and WCW and ECW. But anyways, so we opened up TNA Impact with an annoying talk segment of the King's Speech with the TNA International Champion Frankie Kazarian. Before he introduced his guest, he was running down the current champions of TNA. He ran down Trick Williams, commenting, saying that like Trick Williams, you know, like he's a good wrestler. He's a good champion, but he's not the king. And then he ran down the Hardy Boys, saying that the Hardy Boys are a pair of old fools, and one of them paints his face like an idiot, and the other person doesn't have a clue who he is. And then he calls out his guest, the newly crowned TNA X Division champion, Kalani Jordan, and then, I swear to God, Frankie Kazarian got on the mic and told Kalani Jordan that there's rumors that her title victory at Victory Road was a fluke.
Oh, how dare you accuse her of being a crappy champion? She just got the damn thing.
And then she goes on and lists her accolades, how she, like her competing in a gymnastics competition wasn't a fluke, how her being the first women's North American champion wasn't a fluke, and this isn't a fluke. And then out comes Trick Williams to pretty much put Frankie Kazarian in his place, pretty much saying like, next time you mention my name, you keep my name out of your mouth. Not yet, Juancho. Hold off on the pictures for now. Like, and then after the back and forth banter between Frankie and Trick, we get the Hardy Boys showing up, Matt and Jeff, the defending TNA Tag Team Champions. They said that there's a little bit of an ego, there's a bit of a problem going on in the middle of the ring, that these two guys have a bit of an ego problem between Trick and Frankie. They're compensating for something. Yeah. And then Indy Hartwell joins in on the chat.
Are you fucking serious? Yay, indie wrestling.
Yep, Indy Hartwell pretty much made it clear that she is challenging Kalani Jordan, that she wants to challenge Kalani Jordan for the Knockouts Championship. And then there was some banter between the champions in the middle of the ring, and then out comes the Director of Authority, Santino Marella, to make an impromptu 6-person tag team match.
Holla, 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 holla.
That's right, the champions of Trick Williams, Frankie Kazarian, and Kalani Jordan versus the Hardy Boys and Indy Hartwell. And that leads to the exciting match of the night. Yay. Now you can pivot towards it because that match was great.
Yay.
It went past 2 commercial breaks. I only managed to get a few screenshots of it in, but it was really awesome. This is the part where Matt Hardy took his shirt off. He was taking Trick.
You got some water there? You gonna be okay?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so he's got both Trick Williams and Frankie Kazarian.
He tried to go for the twist of fate on Trick Williams. Frankie Kazarian then got involved, and instead, he hit a double DDT on both Trick and the King.
Ah! Fuck off.
Fuck off, indeed. Actually, no. I want to make one correction. The Hardy Boys weren't there. It was Leon Slater filling in for Jeff because Jeff is not able to travel to Canada due to his record.
Yep. Sorry. We forgot about that.
Yeah.
Let me look at the chat. Marina got a Vicente Guerrero.
Maria got put into a barefoot
thumbtacks match without even signing a contract for that. Several deathmatch guys do barefoot thumbtack matches. Ew.
I get Pat cutting his hair short after having it semi-long for years. Some days change. Some days change is good. Despite that French woman I knew, I would hate Pac's haircut. She liked long-haired guys better. French woman?
Well, he knows a French lady who likes guys with longer hair.
Interesting.
Yep. Let me see here. Formerly Neville. Yeah, Adrian Neville.
Yeah.
Remember when he had a first name with that name?
Remember when they made him into a superhero? All because he teamed with freaking
Stephen Amell.
Stephen Amell. Yeah. By the way, is he canceled?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Anyways, so getting back to the match. So Matt Hardy plants a double DDT on Frankie Kazarian and Trick Williams, turning the tide over for the good guys. Yay!
This is like everything is going so well.
Oh wait, you skipped the picture.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no. And in a repeat of what happened last week on NXT, Mike Santana was on commentary again, and Trick Williams got into Santana's face again, but this time Trick did not slap Santana in front of the Canadian crowd. Instead, Trick Williams turned his back around, trying to dare Santana to strike him, but then there was a moment where Leon Slater bumped into Trick, and then Trick bumped into Santana, and with the referee distracted, Mike Santana started beating the shit out of Trick Williams at ringside, leaving Frankie Kazarian all alone in the middle of the ring. Leon Slater put down Frankie Kazarian with the Swanton 450.
And here we go. Come on, what the heck?
Swanton 450 to pin and win for his team. Your winners, Matt Hardy, Leon Slater, and Indy Hartwell.
Yay, our good guys win.
Yay.
Nice way to start the show. Nice way to get people invested.
Hells yeah, man.
Can't go wrong.
And the excitement continues on, because as for the exciting segment of the night, and this is something that me and Juan saw, it was a very weird but still very well produced video with Mike Santana. And essentially Mike Santana is trying to mentally come to terms with all of his accomplishments in the past, and we see images of him walking down the streets in Brooklyn, and we see some other images that came off as like very weird and very creepy,
like other photos and other images from like
him in a weird room full of like red roses on the walls. That is
odd.
That is so strange. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's out of character, but you know,
it's odd.
It's odd. And then he had a pep talk with a TNA legend, and I had to correct myself earlier when we talked about this privately. It wasn't Homicide. It was the Amazing Red. He is one of the legends of TNA, one of the very first X Division champions of all time. Yes, he is one of the pioneers in high flying.
I like.
Yep. It showed here the Amazing Red is giving Mike Santana here a pep talk about, accepting what all the stuff that he's done in the past, and, start looking towards the future. Obviously, this is a hype video to try and hype up his match with Trick Williams at Bound for Glory.
Of course.
But like I said, it was great. Very well produced. Very awesome. It was also very creepy. So there's that. But
no, it's gonna be creepy and weird like that. But you know what? This is like off-putting. This is meant to be
an out-of-body experience.
No, it's meant to be an experience that's not sensible. Let me put it this way: when you're having a dream, the dream doesn't start making sense to you until after you wake up, right? When you can start piecing it together,
yeah,
and formulating the narrative on it and all.
I remember.
When you're in the dream, it doesn't feel like anything's out of place, even though there's a lot out of place. Right?
I think I see your logic.
Okay, cool. I literally just pulled that out of my bum. But you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna own it.
Hey man, if it works. All right. Now let's go ahead and shift gears over to the match of the night. And honestly, I I was expecting a little bit more from their tag team debut, but it is what it is. But before we get to that, Jeannie Rick is celebrating being an Interflocker for 37 months. Thanks for helping through the work night, guys. Awesome wrestling recap, Interflocker, for Has Long Had You Let Me. For as long as you let me. Sorry. Thank you, Jeannie Rick.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate
Jeannie
you.
Rick.
You are awesome.
We appreciate you immensely. Thank you so much.
And it is the in-ring... All right, now getting back to the review, it is the in-ring tag team debut of the Angel Warriors.
Xia Li...
Lei Ying Li and Xia Brookside. Yeah. We talked about their earlier presentation when they cut their promo, and that fell flat. Like just having Lei Ying Li limited to speaking Chinese and having Xia Brookside talking English.
Let me ask you something over here. Was it that Lei Ying Li was translating for her?
What?
Was she? No, I mean
Xia Brookside.
Was Xia Brookside translating for Lei Ying Li?
Yes, she was, but she doesn't need to because Lei Ying Li speaks good enough. Speaks English. Good English. Like, come on, guys.
But like then again, they're doing the same thing with Asuka and the whole thing between her and Kyrie and Io Sky. The thing is that they're switching between English and Japanese on their end.
Mm-hmm.
Here you can have Lei Ying Li switch between English and Mandarin. What the fuck?
That being said, they had a tag match against two local jobbers, and honestly, like, they didn't do anything spectacular, anything awesome to stand out. It was just...
The only thing that I knew is that one of the girls kind of looked like Piper Niven. She was a big girl, but she was just shorter than Piper.
Yeah. Angel Warriors pick up the win.
And that's that.
And that's that. I'm sorry. There's just nothing really awesome or spectacular that makes them stand out. This feels like a team that was put together at the last minute, even though they talked about how they were best friends in the wrestling business for years. And yeah, that's cool and all, but like, it still feels...
It feels sudden.
I don't know.
Were they teaming before they decided to make it official? Like in
they were teaming before on TNA, like for a couple of weeks, and now they made it official. So
okay, actually, then you know what? It's not like, I'm sorry, maybe it's just your own perception of it, but strictly speaking, they led up to it and they'd had a natural progression. So I'm sorry to say, the feeling of it being rushed, that's purely on you.
Okay, fine. The idea is good, but their execution of the idea, not so much.
How else do you want to execute it?
By not having Lei Ying Li be limited to speaking Chinese.
Okay. What else?
I don't know, like... I don't know.
Is it a problem with the name? Is it a problem with the colors?
The Angel Warriors.
Okay.
Like, doesn't that sound a little off to you?
Translate that into Japanese.
Okay.
You get some the one they would go for is Tenshi no Senshi. Or Senshi no Tenshi.
I think you're right.
Soldiers more than warriors. Soldiers of the Angels.
Let me see here.
Tenshi no Tenshi.
Tenshi no Senshi.
Tenshi no Senshi.
Okay. But there's nothing Japanese about this team.
No, she's Mandarin. She's Chinese.
No, I know. But that's like that's very similar phonography for...
Phonetics, you mean?
Phonetics. As in, it would be something that rhymes or would mean something in Chinese. In that particular dialect.
Yeah.
But like that one?
Even in Chinese, it translates to Tianji Shanji.
Yeah, it rhymes.
Okay, alright.
That's what I was getting at, is
in simplified Mandarin. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, fair. I guess I'll give them another chance.
Jesus, this is so weird. Yeah, no, I'm just looking at the phonetic coincidence between the name in Mandarin and in Japanese. But that's not what's important. What's important is,
give them another chance.
Yeah, give them another chance. They need to actually come out with stronger challenges rather than taking on jobbers.
All right,
that's what you should do.
Fair. All right, go ahead and show it off, Wancho.
What is this?
You'll see. Yep. And thankfully, there were no really bad segments on the show. So that is the good news. We're going straight over to the main event. And this is
Oh,
for
wait.
Oh, yeah, no, right. Oh, yeah, no, we do need to talk about this. Yeah, there is. Because this is a series of, like, 2 videos leading up to the rivalry between Tessa Blanchard, the racist, against Gia Miller, the interviewer.
Yeah, I was over here trying to remember, like, wait a minute. No, we missed
Yeah,
one. Here
that
it
was
is.
a thing. That is a thing.
That's a thing that they're doing. We're
That's the thing
having
they're
a
doing.
rivalry match between a wrestler and
An
one of
interviewer.
the interviewers. She's not trained. She is not a wrestler.
That we know of.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So a couple months ago, Tessa Blanchard slapped Gia Miller and beat the shit out of her, and that got her suspended.
For no good reason.
Yeah.
Did she give a reason as to why she just went up and tried to smack attack her?
I guess she was just annoyed by her. I don't know. And in these videos that they showed off, first we got a video from Gia Miller over here, and she talked about how she actually grew up with Tessa Blanchard and how she knows Tessa Blanchard very well, and they both trained together. Okay, so
This is news?
this is news.
What?
Yeah, and apparently,
What?
yeah, it's weird. And her and a tag partner. I think it's either Jody Thread or no, it's got to be Jody Thread. She's challenging Tessa Blanchard to a match at Bound for Glory against Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford, aka Alicia Fox.
Sweet God, seriously. Like, okay, but Gia Miller is gonna take on Tessa Blanchard also?
Yes. This was so weird. And I don't remember Gia Miller having a southern accent. Like, I've seen her interviews. She never breaks out the southern accent until now.
Is it that is it perhaps that she's southern but she doesn't but she has to put on her professional like newscaster voice kind of thing?
That's a possibility. Like, that is a strong possibility. But
I was right.
yeah.
I was right. She's from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Holy shit.
Oh, never mind.
You don't get much southerner than that. That is deep south bullshit.
Damn. Now Tessa.
All right.
Yeah, no. Now Tessa Blanchard, of course, answered back in her own video with Vix Crawford, and she talked about how Gia Miller used to be a quitter and used to be the weak link, and just pretty much downplaying Gia Miller in her video. And yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, no. Oh, yeah, that was back in July. July 20th, is Slammiversary, is when Tessa Blanchard smacked Gia Miller in the face and then beat the shit out of her.
Okay, for real, what in the world? This is actually coming straight out of nowhere. Did she used to work, she did used to work in smaller independents, but her Wikipedia page is anemic as a motherfucker. It literally just has 4 paragraphs. That's it.
Because she's only been in the wrestling business since 2019.
Okay, but then it shows here that she made her debut in TNA in April of 2020?
Yep.
Did she start in 2019?
She made her debut in 2020 as an interviewer. And I think, I think it's safe to assume that she did pick up a few lessons in wrestling, but
no, she had multiple names. She had some work.
I mean,
she was going
oh
on.
yeah, but I don't know. People can edit shit on Wikipedia, so there's a lot of information that needs to be added. But the point is,
no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is that for that 1 year in the Indies, she didn't do nearly enough that was recorded or that was documented in any other spot or anything to point out. She was probably just doing separate little spot shows wherever she can get it.
oh,
And then when she signed with TNA, that's when she started developing herself as Gia Miller and developing her mic skills, literally,
Yeah.
while probably continuing to work on her training in the background. 5 years in the making, I say this much, that is fucking odd, but hey, you know what? Props for long-term investment on one person to see if they'll be able to hold up in the ring in the future.
we'll see what happens. So far, she talks better than Chris Statlander.
That's not necessarily a high bar to clear, Jose.
Yeah, fair point. But I'm sorry, her rivalry with Tessa Blanchard. I'm sorry, anything involving Tessa Blanchard is just not good.
Like, I'm sorry.
She's a big distraction.
She's still a fucking racist. Ain't nobody Are we the only ones literally continuing to point that shit out?
No, other fans are pointing it out too.
Are you sure? Because I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like we're screaming into the ether anytime anytime we have to bring up Tessa Blanchard and remind people this fucking bitch didn't apologize for being a racist yet, and she's trying to brush it aside. Literally, with one of my best friends is a black woman thing on fucking screen. Is this an insult? Is this a joke? Are we being punked? Is there some sort of
not just being a racist, but just being an awful person, just being a fucking bully to other women.
God oh fucking mighty, man. Vicente in the chat, Stephen Amell is still acting on IMDb. Shows like LA Suites and 2 upcoming movies. Why would he get cancel culture bullshit? Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
23. Oh, okay. Her cage match profile says that she wrestled 23 matches.
Yeah. Okay, that tracks. So that's like what? Every 2 weeks in her first year, she had a match?
I think so.
Yeah, every other week?
If we're gauging it that way, yeah. But that being said, like, I don't know if I'm in this rivalry. Like, Tessa Blanchard is a massive distraction. I think TNA is aware of the controversy, but they don't seem to care.
And if it's not a big deal to them, why not just have her fucking say it at least and fucking let everyone fucking drop it or whatever?
Exactly. But now now we can get to the main event properly and talk about the tag team match for the TNA Knockouts tag team titles. As
the Elegance brand.
As the Elegance brand defend the TNA Knockouts tag titles against the Inspiration.
Holy shit.
Now, before we get to this, we do need to address something very important because at Victory Road, the leader of the Elegance brand, Ash by Elegance, unfortunately had to relinquish the TNA Knockouts World title due to an undisclosed medical issue. We're not entirely sure what happened.
We don't know what happened.
But we saw the video, and we saw her promo, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Dana Brooke, she sounded very distraught.
So whatever must have happened between their filming of the episodes of Impact up until Victory Road, because this was on Victory Road when she relinquished the title, right?
Yes.
Okay, it was on the show. She must have gotten some kind of news leading up to that, in order to and for her to be that distraught, for her to be that heartbroken, it had to be something that was permanent, because the exact words that she gave was like, my in-ring career is, I can no longer perform in-ring, and my in-ring career is over as I know it, kind of fucking thing, and saying like she can no longer compete. So it has to be something serious. I hope to God it's something that she can recover from. I hope to God that whatever it is, that Ash by Elegance makes a full recovery, or at least is able to find some form of stability for her life moving forward.
I agree. And I know that in the past, we have given her a little bit of shit about her WWE career.
A little bit of shit?
Okay, we've given her a lot. Let's be honest with ourselves.
We've given her a shitload of shit.
But we cannot deny her commitment. Like, she has worked her ass off to get better in the ring. And she's shown that on TNA. And this is just a really, really unfortunate turn of events. And yes, I agree with Juan. We would like to wish Ash by Elegance a full recovery and best of luck to her and whatever she is dealing with. That being said, now we're down one leader, and we're down with the Elegance brand just being the tag champs, and Iceman as their hype man. Iceman as the hype man. Yes. The personal concierge. Thank you. Now, this match was fantastic. Like, the Inspiration, they got the early momentum during this match, and they pulled off this really cool tag moment where they whipped the Elegance brand on 2 opposing corners of the ring, and they did back-to-back corner attacks, which is really nice. And you saw how they spun around and they
hit their iconic pose.
That was so awesome. That was so cool.
The nerve of these two. The nerve of these women. Unbelievable. Gotta fucking love it.
But unfortunately, a little bit of a distraction from the personal concierge was enough for the Elegance brand to turn the tables on the Inspiration. Heather and M started working over Jessie McKay for a while, and Jessie McKay was able to fight back against the 2-on-1 assault. She tried her first attempt. She tried to tag in Cassie Lee, but Heather was able to yank Cassie Lee from the apron, knocking her down. Eventually, when Jessie McKay did get the tag, Cassie Lee was on fire. She helped fight off against the Elegance brand, and then we get to the match finish where at ringside, like, the Elegance brand were able to turn the match against them in their favor. Then the personal concierge pours out a glass of champagne for Heather by Elegance, right?
Seriously, yeah.
She pours out a glass of champagne. Then, with the referee distracted,
and what the idea was that, we're gonna freaking bring him in, and we're going to
splash it into the
Inspiration's face. We're gonna
they have Cassie Lee dead to rights. The referee was distracted. Heather was about to splash the champagne on Cassie, but Cassie dodged out of the way, and unfortunately, Heather splashed M in the face, allowing the Inspiration to knock Heather out of the ring and hit their tag team finishing move to pin and win. Your winners and the new TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, The Inspiration.
Oh my god, good on them. Fuck yes. Yeah! Okay.
Juan, your thoughts of the main event.
Okay, this was clever. This was awesome. They even had a moment in the middle of the match where the Inspiration were egging on the referee by pointing out how the personal concierge was trying to cheat. And the whole time, the audience was hollering, "Throw him out! Throw him out! Throw him out!" And it looked like he was about to do so, but goddamn.
Right?
He almost did it, but goddamn.
He almost did, but damn it, that slimy bastard.
Ugh. You know what? They got theirs. The Elegance brand has been defeated thoroughly, and now we have new Knockouts Tag Champions.
Unfortunately, this could also signal, pretty much the end of the Elegance brand, period, as an act.
Not. Man.
Because without Ash, it just, I don't know. I feel like they run the risk of languishing by the wayside. We're looking at I'm feeling a losing streak vibe coming.
Oh man! Oh god dang it!
Oh, hang on a minute, Juan. Juan, check your Facebook Messenger because we need to do this properly.
Okay, give me a second.
On the computer, preferably.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
This will only take a minute or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, ha. Because they got a graphic.
I finally got a graphic. They posted it up a little later, but I got the graphic. Yep.
I'm waiting for it to load. Give it a second.
There it goes.
Okay. And we're literally just killing time. We're the show's almost over here, folks. Just hang with us here.
Yeah. So, yep. And here we go. If we're going to do this, we're going to do this right. Your winners and new TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, The Inspiration.
They took that photo right after. That's the same fucking ring gear.
Yeah.
Holy
I'm happy
shit.
for it. And with that, Juan, ring the bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, so final thoughts of TNA Impact. A great opening segment, which led to an incredibly awesome segment, which led to an awesome 6-person tag team match. Matt Hardy, Leon Slater, and Indy Hartwell got their moment in the sun, and everything is just aligned for them. All the other matches that happened in the middle of the show were good. And you know what? I'm gonna be with Juan on this one. I'm gonna give the Angel Warriors another chance, but put them in a match. Put them in an actual match that's not a jobber match. Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Seriously.
Yeah, no. Nick Nemeth had a good match against a hometown man with some shenanigans from Ryan Nemeth.
Cody Deaner, he put on a fucking fun show, a fun match, but it's still messed up that even though he lost the match, and Matt Cardona came in to try to save him afterwards from a double beatdown, that Cardona got beat down too. Like, what? Come on, man. If you want to do this kind of thing right in order to keep egging the heels, you've got to have the partner of the babyface here knock them both down, and then the babyface gets back up, and the two of them take the two guys down. That way, they're left reeling, so that they can continue embittering.
That would have been, that match would have been my pick for the exciting match of the night had it not been for the impromptu 6-person tag match.
For real.
But that being said, everything else was also pretty good. I like I'm not into the feud between Tessa Blanchard and Gia Miller. I'm going to be really honest. I think I said this already earlier, but I have to reiterate, I'm not into this. This is not good. Anything with Tessa Blanchard is not good. Oh, God. Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, the trios matches, here's the thing. I think the trios matches is another one of AEW's strongest suits. They know how to book 6-man tag matches because they get away with a lot of creative liberties in 6-man tags. So the opening 6-man tag was fun. The other 6-man tag with the Death Riders versus the Ops was great. We're setting up Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe at Wrestle Dream. Everything else was solid for a 6-year anniversary. That being said, let me see. The members of the Don Callis family, Andrade going back and forth. My God, I have no I don't know what else to say about Andrade that hasn't already been said.
It's not a Jeff Jarrett moment. It's not even really a Brian Pillman moment. It would be a Brian Pillman because fucking it would be that Andrade is so fucking desirable that he finds a way to sneak around working for WWE and runs off to AEW. No, he got canned from both ends.
Yeah, no. Jeff Jarrett in the 90s, he was one of the big names in the wrestling business. Not a main event name like Austin or The Rock or Hulk Hogan, but he was still a made name and valuable to both WWE and WCW. Brian Pillman, he knows how to generate controversy, so that makes him invaluable for both sides. Andrade? I'm sorry, but no disrespect, but Andrade is not either one of those guys.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
Ugh. Jesus, man. And, of course, we already made our comments known about Chris Statlander.
We want her to do well, but she's got to find a way to push through that stage fright.
Exactly.
Vicente was saying Inspiration winning the TNA tag titles and Sean Spears had to be marking out for his wife.
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you had a wife and you saw her kicking ass, wouldn't you mark out for her?
Oh, yeah. Honey, I will mark out for you if you're kicking someone's ass.
Now, this week's edition of WWE NXT was also fun. Everything that they did was pretty much to set up for their showdown next week between NXT and TNA. Yeah, I know the name change is cringe and it's dumb under the stupidest, dumbest circumstances, but they got to do what they got to do. It was really awesome, great, and it ended with a huge Pure Six brawl between both brands. And we got a good tag match out of it. What's his face? Javon Evans and Leon Slater taking on the Culling was also fun. But WWE needs to work on how they handle themselves on social media, because them spoiling the assailant who attacked Lola Vice at No Mercy was so awful. They need to. Yeah, no. Either WWE need to give this guy, whoever's managing the Twitter, a stern warning, or give him some coaching about this shit. And, don't give that stuff out there for
all the world to fucking see. You're killing the vibes, man.
Oh, man.
What is happening? Did everyone in NXT decide to drink some Ric Flair mushroom juice or some shit?
Now, Mustafa Ali returning, I definitely popped for that, and I love the promo, and I loved his delivery. It was freaking awesome.
It was scary.
Yes.
It was good.
Now, for a reminder of our folks for this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube and Kick, join us for another exciting edition of Los Amigos Play as we continue our playthrough of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance under the command of the host, Angel Mendez.
Yay! We can't wait to see how this goes. What the hell is up with these women with her multi arms of crazy shit?
She's giving out.
You'll find out.
She's giving out handouts. Anyways, so, and of course, we have some more news to talk about on this coming edition of The Ravens Flock, which is every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. But until then, Mr. Juan Arouse, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona! As he reviews for you the best and the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell so you can get all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button, ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona, and this is Wrestling.